across the South Coast, live from Solent University. You're listening to Solent Sports News.
Good morning, it's 1 o'clock. I'm Adam Turner with your Solent Sports News headlines. Harry Kane has become the all-time top scorer for England. I am joined by reporter Ben Hayward in the studio. Hello, Ben. How much would this mean for Kane as a personal achievement? What do you... can you tell me about it?
Yeah, hello Adam. It's obviously it's a humongous milestone. It's something to be obviously so proud of, and yeah, it's a pleasure to obviously have him in our kind of system. Look, he's absolutely smashed it. He smashed the all-time record, and obviously there's been kind of an argument whether him or Wayne Rooney has a better legacy. But I think after last night's antics, I think he might have surpassed Rooney's legacy, and I think. It's just, like we say, he's one of the best we've ever seen. So,
and what do you think can he do now to further his legacy, both in club football and international?
I think internationally, obviously, he's proven it on a big stage on multiple times, especially over recent years. Club football, obviously, there's a bit of a stigma behind Harry Kane not winning any domestic trophies or whatever. So I think it kind of says it for itself. He needs to go and pick up some silverware for Tottenham, or if he does get a move in the summer to the likes of your Manchester United, then he just needs to pick up a few trophies in club football now.
All right. Thank you very much for that, Ben. Let's have a listen to what Harry Kane had to say about his penalty. Seems we are having some technical issues, so we shall move on. Leeds United have been forced to close their ground following a security threat. The police say investigations are currently ongoing to establish the credibility of that threat. The Premier League side have sent all of their fans and staff home because of the incident. A total of 13 Southampton Stars are in action during the international break. Ireland have defeated Latvia 3-2 in a friendly with Gavin Bazunu in goal and a man-of-the-match performance from Will Smallbone. In Euro qualifying, Sweden hosts Belgium today, as Romeo Lavia goes from a Saint to a Red Devil in his first senior call-up. And another big match today for Jan Bednarek as Poland take on Czechia. And Bayern Munich have chosen to sack Julian Nagelsmann and replace him with Thomas Tuchel, according to various reports. The news came as a big surprise last night, as the 35-year-old manager has only lost 2 matches this season. Tuchel should be joining his former rivals on a 2.5-year deal. The saga of Manchester United's takeover continues as 3 main parties prepare their official bids. Besides Sir Jim Ratcliffe and the Qatari consortium, a new option entered the race. Finnish businessman Thomas Zuliakis says 50% of the club would be owned by fans, giving them a say in the club's running.
There seems to be a bit of bad blood, and I would hope that also the Glazers would recognize the fact that if they sell it to us, they will all of a sudden become heroes with the fans, because they will be the ones who enable the fans to be involved again.
Over to Fratton Park, Portsmouth director Richard Hughes believes interest in Colby Bishop is inevitable. The 26-year-old has scored 18 goals in League One this season, second only to Peterborough's Johnson Clark-Harris. The striker signed for the club from Accrington Stanley in the summer. The TikTok Women's Six Nations kicks off tomorrow with Wales facing Ireland. England will be looking to retain their title as they face Scotland in the second game at 4:45. The tournament will take place in England, Scotland and Italy and will be played over 5 weeks. Golfer Danielle Kang has been taken to hospital. The American revealed on Instagram that she had been treated for a respiratory infection and severe nausea following her withdrawal from the Drive On Championship. Tennis now, and there was controversy at the Miami Open. Ukrainian tennis player Marta Kostyuk faced Russian Anastasia Potapova yesterday, but the Ukrainian refused to shake the Russian's hand. Potapova will defeat Kostyuk and will face Coco Gauff in the round of 32. Former Yorkshire cricketer Azimra thinks bullying and discrimination accusations sparked a scandal within cricket. The now 32-year-old played for the side between 2008 and 2014. He believes there are still some people who refuse to believe there is a wider culture of racism in the game.
There's a lot of good people trying, but as we've seen play out over the last few weeks, there's a large part of the cricketing community that would rather this became my problem as opposed to institutional racism.
A transgender athlete insists they are not a threat to women's sport. Joanna Harper does not feel the female category has been suffering from an influx of trans athletes. This comes after World Athletics yesterday announced a ban on male-to-female competitors who have gone through male puberty in elite-level events.
Trans women are still hugely underrepresented across all levels of women's sport. It is true that trans women maintain some physical advantages over cis women, but these advantages have not led to overrepresentation.
And finally, some boxing news. A 14-stone coward were the words used by Tyson Fury this week, among other spicy insults. We would have loved to show you the clip of his rant, but not a lot of it is good to air. This is after his fight with Alexander Usyk was cancelled, as the two teams could not reach a conclusion for a deal. That is all from us for now. I will be back in an hour. Remember, you can keep up to date on our website, solentjournalism.co.uk, with our live blogs of live news coming throughout the day. Thank you and goodbye.